In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gary and Kenny Show. I'm Gary Kroger in Waterloo, Iowa, and I am with
Ken Seisler, who's in Calabasas, California.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, Gary, how are things there today?
It's cold. You know, another cold snap. It's like 7 degrees below zero and miserable.
I've been hearing nothing but record-breaking weather. You know, on the national news all the time, it's almost like they're doing the weather every day. I don't remember when we were growing up whether or not the national news had a weatherman or person.
Well, they did, but weather wasn't such a story. It's the same weather. And I'm not saying that climate change isn't real. It is. The extremes are more frequent. There's no question about it.
Right. I'm just saying that when you watch the news, the weather is big news all the time.
Yeah, it's big news because we now have the technology to track it. It becomes a story because everybody's always curious.
But let's talk about weather women.
Weather women?
Do you have a weather woman in Waterloo?
Yeah.
We have nothing but weather women in Los Angeles now. I think maybe there's a few guys, but they're going. Well, most of the weather women in Los Angeles are incredibly attractive.
Isn't everybody in Los Angeles incredibly attractive? You have attractive news people.
Well, okay. Well, yes, we do. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's amazing to me that, I mean, back in my day, I was growing up, it was Tex Antoine, Storm Fields. You know, it was these old weather guys.
Jim Ganal.
Okay. Whatever.
Jim Ganal. Yeah.
And now,
they were weathermen. Weathermen. It was a male-dominated industry.
Do you think there's a school, like a meteorological school?
Yes, there is.
And at that school, you have these really attractive women going there and to learn how to be a weather woman?
Yes.
Well, that should be. Now, if I was a young man, that's where I would hang out.
With the weather girls?
Well, just in the area. You know,
where they eat.
Well, I mean, not only
are they,
it's a good looking group. No question, it's a good looking group.
Well, again,
and they got to be bright.
This gets dangerously, sexist. Not us, but the subject is, because what is a good looking person? You're talking about a very specific stereotype of a good looking woman, right? You said a very attractive weather women. Yeah. So you're talking slender, shapely.
Well, I understand what you're getting, that it's beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Yes, but
now when I get to behold it, I will find it beautiful.
I understand what you prefer to behold, but I think that the industry, just like the news industry, people of a certain
to go on, but it didn't always used to be that way. You have to understand, Walter Cronkite, you couldn't say was a handsome, strapping hunk of a man.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just winging this because there's no formed idea here. But
that's true. It's just a general kind of thing, like you say to people, how are you? How's the weather?
Well, it's all about ratings. And once upon a time, it was about journalism. And so you had journalists, and there was no criteria to be attractive. But now networks, even local television stations, want you to view. So the attractive weather woman might get more viewers. In fact, they do.
I will confess that I happen to watch my news channel out here because she's very attractive. The weather girl.
Yeah. No. And in your market, you can make those choices. We have whoever we can get to do the weather. I mean, it's a miracle that I haven't been asked to do the weather. I mean, we get weather people.
Right. All right. Moving on.